Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to Affairscloud, Learn to Lead. My name is Vikas Rana. So students, we have an app by the name Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store for Android phones. Once you have downloaded and logged in with your Gmail ID, you will be transferred to your home page where you can see all the courses that are offered by us. Once you have purchased the course, you can see your courses in the My Course section. But why our courses are so better? Why we think we provide you one of the best content? Because we provide you content on daily basis. In the daily basis, we provide you current affairs with 20 questions quiz as well as the PDF of the current affairs of daily. Then similarly for weekly, on weekly basis we provide you current affairs PDF as well as a 50 questions quiz that will help you to revise all the content that you have learned. Then on monthly basis also we provide you top 100 current affair questions PDF that will be the compiled PDF of the 100 questions of that particular month that will be very helpful for you. And not just this friends, we provide you in English as well as in Hindi too. So both English and Hindi students can enjoy our courses. Apart from this friends, we also provide you banking related question answers, the banking related MCQ questions, the quizzes that will help you prepare for the bank exams. Not just that friends, we provide you a new way of learning, that is your infotainment infographics. That is a different and interesting way of learning. Apart from this, we cover 20 topic wise current affairs. These topics are important such as apps, portals, important days, books and authors days, national affairs, international affairs, sports, defense, all these topics, these are highly important and questions from these particular topics are asked. Also we cover state-wise current affairs also that will help you to prepare for your state exams. Also friends, as I told you, if you use the code Vikas10, you will be given extra 10% discount on the purchase you make. If you have any problem regarding login and your application, then you can contact us on support@of Affairscloud.com. This is our email ID and you can contact us on our mobile phone, that is 9677333862. Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So friends, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of 6th of September. The session will be very important and interesting for all of you, so do pay attention till the end. And congratulations Ajay, all your answers are right and best of luck for your future for whatever exam you are preparing. Also friends, yesterday all the students who wished, thank you for that. It was a great seeing all the students, the love that you were giving us. So thanks for that also, and keep supporting us, and we'll make sure that as being a teacher we provide you with best content and we provide you with the best knowledge as well as we provide you with the best guidance for your future. So that's our aim and that's what we want to do. So let's start with the content friends. First we will be discussing Poshan Abhiyan. What is Poshan? What does Poshan stands for? Poshan is your Prime Minister's overarching scheme for holistic nutrition. This scheme was launched by Niti Aayog. Highly important. Recently, the 4th edition of the progress report on Poshan Abhiyan was recently released. It was titled Preserving Progress on Nutrition in India, Poshan Abhiyan in Pandemic Times. This is the name of the 4th progress report that was released by Niti Aayog on the Poshan scheme. And what is the full form? Prime Minister's overarching scheme for holistic nutrition. Now the question asked here is to you that which are the top implementing states of Poshan Abhiyan? That you need to remember: Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh and Gujarat. All these 3 states are the top implementing states of Poshan Abhiyan. Highly important. Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh and Gujarat are found to be the top 3 states in terms of the total implementation and larger states national level. Apart from this, after this, so first on Maharashtra, then Andhra Pradesh, then Gujarat, followed by Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh and Himachal Pradesh. Highly important. Alright, then apart from this friends, you need to remember that this report highlighted that 12 of the 19 larger states had implementation score of more than 70%. I repeat, 12 of the 19 larger states had an implementation score for Poshan scheme to be 70%. Highly important. Then if we talk about small states, Sikkim performed the best among the small states with 75% of the implementation. So if asked that in Poshan scheme which were the states that performed the best, it was Maharashtra, followed by Andhra Pradesh, then Gujarat, and in smaller state it was Sikkim that performed the best. Then if we talk about Niti Aayog, who is the chairman and managing director, or sorry, who is the chief executive officer of Niti Aayog? CEO is Parmeshwaran Iyer sir. But as I said, if we talk about chairman, who will be the chairman of Niti Aayog? The current Prime Minister of India, or the incumbent Prime Minister of India will be the chairperson of Niti Aayog. So currently Prime Minister Narendra Modi is the chairman of Niti Aayog. When was this Niti Aayog established? It was on 1st of Jan 2015. Niti Aayog was established. Moving on. Next is Government of Tripura has designed the first bio villages in India. Important. Question will be direct, that the first bio villages in India was developed by which government or by which state? It was your Tripura that has designed the first bio villages in India. These bio villages has been implemented across 10 villages to modify the lifestyle and the livelihood of more than 1000 marginalized people for adoptive behavior of nature based technology, and that was promoted by the Directorate of Biotechnology. Coming back, what is this first bio villages in India? It was in Tripura. Around 10 villages has been modified here to modify the lifestyles and the livelihood of over more than 1000 marginalized people. Here the aim is, as you saw, that Tripura was praised. It was praised for the modified first bio village at Daspara. So question can also be asked in this way, that which was the first bio village of India? It was in Daspura. Alright, it was Daspura. And where was it located? In which state? In Tripura. It received the international recognition for designing and setting up the first bio village of India and was hailed by the Deputy Chief Minister Jishnu Dev Verma of Tripura. Then if we look at some of the highlights here, the Bio Village project aims to ensure the socio-economic development among rural communities. This project benefits more than 500 households. Directorate of Biotechnology, Government of Tripura inducted the concept of Bio Village in the year 2018. Then here they also promoted this aim, or this Bio Village was launched in 2018 by promoting organic farming. Alright, so what all the things you need to remember here, that first bio village in India, it was in Tripura state. And then look, what was the village? It was Daspara village. Then question can also be asked that in such a way, that first bio villages in India were developed in which state? It were in Tripura. Moving on, Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog have declared the district as the best aspirational district in India. So which district in India has been declared as the best aspirational district in India? The holy city of Uttarakhand is Haridwar, that has been declared as the best aspirational district in India. So Haridwar is also known as holy city of Uttarakhand. So question can be asked that recently Niti Aayog declared which district as the best district in India? So Haridwar. But if asked that the best aspirational district in India is located in which state? It is located in the state of Uttarakhand. Highly important. Alright, and this was declared by which organization? It was Niti Aayog that declared this. This district has secured the first rank in the basic infrastructure theme also. Highly important. Apart from getting the title of India's best aspirational district, Haridwar will receive an additional allocation of 3 crore rupees for development. Here you can see it was Niti Aayog that declared Haridwar as the best aspirational district in India. The holy city of Uttarakhand, it is your Haridwar, and it was the best aspirational district as per the Niti Aayog. Also, this district, that is Haridwar, has ranked first in the basic infrastructure theme. Highly important. Moving on. Next, L&T. L&T has recently built India's first 3D post office in Bangalore, Karnataka. I repeat, India's first 3D printed post office will soon come into the Halsuru's Cambridge layout in Bangalore, Karnataka. The entire construction was built by Larsen and Toubro Construction, that is your L&T Construction Limited. I repeat, 2 to 3 questions, that the India's first 3D printed post office was built at what location? It was built at Bangalore, Karnataka. Second question, that which company built the India's first 3D printed post office? It was your L&T, that is your Larsen and Toubro built this particular 3D printed office in Bangalore, Karnataka. The construction of the post office is in the 1000 square feet building, 3 floors from the ground, and will cost 25 lakh, reducing the final cost by 25%. Also friends, if we talk about Bangalore, Karnataka, you can see that there is a heavy flooding going on in Bangalore. Just remember this. Even Pakistan was facing heavy flooding due to climate change. This 3D built post office will function same as a normal post office. The construction will be completed within 1 month. Moving on. Next is 75 tribal districts for focused TB interventions identified by the center. First of all, if we talk about TB, TB stands for tuberculosis. Then remember, TB, this is caused in lungs. Alright, so 75 tribal districts for focused TB interventions identified by the center. As per the 75 tribal district, they were identified the Ministry of Tribal Affairs and the Central TB Division of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The main aim here will be to eradicate TB. Alright, how can we eradicate TB? How can we create awareness amongst the TB in the rural areas? Because when there is a TB is considered to be a communicable disease, and once a person is detected or is found positive with tuberculosis, then in a society people tend to avoid that person because they also have the risk of getting this particular disease. So there is a awareness campaign that need to be started so that the people in the rural areas will be getting the proper awareness of that how can you take care when a person in the family is affected with tuberculosis, how should you treat with them, because sometimes when a person is detected with tuberculosis, he might face a very severe depression also, because everyone in the community starts to avoid him or her because of the particular illness. So coming back, it was 75 aspirational, or it was 75 tribal districts that were focused by under the TB intervention scheme that was launched by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfares. Alright, and the main aim was this was under Ashwasan campaign. TB cases crossed under 175 tribal districts were detected and started the campaign in January 2022. One more thing friends that I need to tell you regarding the content that we provide you. Say for example, we are providing you pocket wise PDF. We are providing you topic wise current affairs. We are providing you weekly current affairs. We are providing you monthly current affairs PDF, also top 100 questions PDF. So remember, pocket wise pocket PDF and your topic wise PDF, they will be released on the 7th of every month. Alright, on the 7th. Then weekly, they are provided to you every 7 days. Alright, we make sure that every 7 days you are provided with weekly current affairs. For monthly and top 100 questions, remember on 10th of every month or before the 10th of every month, you will be provided with the monthly current affairs PDF. Alright friends, the important thing that I want to mention here is that we provide content in English as well as in Hindi. To all the students who are looking for the content of PDF in Hindi, because I have seen many times the students are asking for Hindi PDF, the content in Hindi. So students, for those students, those who are looking for Hindi content, you can check our Affairscloud application, from where you can download the from the Google Store, you can download the app, and from that particular application, Affairscloud application, you will be able to see various courses that are offered by us, and in those courses we offer you Hindi PDF along with English content also. Alright, so the students, those who are aiming for Hindi content, they can definitely check our Hindi PDFs also that are provided on the courses that are offered by us on our Affairscloud application. Next, India will become the 6th largest insurance market by the year 2023. Premiums to grow at 14% as per the report. I repeat, India will become the 6th largest insurance market by the year 2032, and the premiums will grow at 14%. What are premiums basically? Just let me give you an example. When you go for a term life insurance policy, that say for example, right now you go and you opt for a life insurance policy, that means after 40 years, say when you become by the year 80, if you die before 80, your family will be getting, or the desired nominated person will be getting 2 crore rupees. For those getting 2 crore rupees, you will be have to paying premiums monthly basis or on in the annual basis. These premiums can go up to as high as 1 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees, but according if we go for 2 crore rupees, so premium will be ranging between 1000 to 10,000 or 15,000 upon the time period of upon the age you have, then upon the what are the disease or what are the problems your body is already having. So all the checkups are done, and then after that these premiums are decided. So these are the premiums that we are talking about. So India will become the 6th largest insurance market by the year 2032, and the premiums will grow at 14% as per the report. According to the Global Economic and Insurance Outlook that was released by Swiss Re Institute of Switzerland, India will emerge as the 6th largest insurance market by the year 2032. Highly important. What was the name of the report? Global Economic and Insurance Outlook. Who released this report? This was released by Swiss Re Institute of Switzerland, and it stated that India will become the 6th largest insurance market by the year 2032. Total insurance premiums in India are predicted to grow by 14% compound annual growth rate, that is your CAGR. Alright, highly important. Remember this. Both what you need to remember, India, you need to remember 6th largest insurance market, and by the year 2032 it was released by Swiss Re Institute, that is of Switzerland, and the name of the report, that is Global Economic and Insurance Outlook. Moving on, Union government has recently launched Rashtriya Puraskar portal, that is central government launched the Rashtriya Puraskar portal. Union Minister of State Darshana Jardosh inaugurated Silk Mark Expo in New Delhi, and if in New Delhi we talk about hobby hubs, My EV, then Third Organic Expo, then biggest drone mela was held here. Here only first center of excellence for Khadi was set up here. Not just this, 2 robots were also added into the firefighting team. Apart from this, then remember that museum for the future or former prime minister was also commissioned in New Delhi. Then India signed a memorandum of understanding with Iran for the smooth movement of seafarers. SIDBI has partnered with Tata Power's TP Renewable Microgrid to foster the green entrepreneurs. PM Modi dedicated health facilities to the nation. Just remember these things. Moving on, India's climate pledge ranked 4th in ambition and 5th in compliance. I repeat, according to a new study that was released in the scientific journal, that is Nature Climate Change. I repeat, Nature Climate Change, that has India's updated climate pledge to Paris Agreement has been ranked 5th in compliance and 4th in ambition. I repeat, if we talk about India's climate pledge, it was ranked 4th in ambition and 5th in compliance. I repeat, it was launched in, or it was published in a scientific journal by the name Nature Climate Change. Here the study included 8 countries such as US, China, Australia, Russia, Brazil, Australia, as well as the European nations. While the European nation claimed the top spot, United States was placed bottom in the compliance and second to last in ambition. Just remember, apart from this friends, according to the study, European Union was considered to be the most credible ranking first in the compliance and ambition. That means they are genuinely working towards the renewable energy. They are genuinely working towards making our environment a better place, and they are genuinely working to make our environment clean. Not just this, if you remember, the first unmanned air vehicle airport, or you can say not unmanned air vehicle airport, you can say the first airport for flying taxis was launched in United Kingdom. Alright, here drones, even your flying cars can be landed. Coming back, remember, on the first position in this particular index, or you can say in this, which country has pledged in ambition and compliance. In compliance, it was European Union, and it was your European Union that has secured the top position, followed by China, Australia, South Africa, and in the last it was your USA that was on the last position. In this particular index, India was in the 5th position in terms of compliance, and in the terms of ambition, India was at the 4th position. Not just this friends, if you remember now recently that Russia has stopped the gas to the European nations. Now they have shifted to even the coal. They are burning more amount of coal now so that they can generate energy. But you should also understand that these are the nations, these are the developed nations that used to say that you should not burn coal energy or you should not make any new coal plant because they can harm the environment. And you can see the effect of the environment they used to talk about. You can see about the global warming changes, the changes in the temperature we are seeing in Europe. You saw the highest temperature ever. You saw drought in Europe, you saw drought in China. Then because of these high drought, because of this rising temperature, they are all the humidity, all the water, they're evaporated. So as the water evaporated, somewhere it needs to be condensed. That means somewhere there has to be heavy rainfall, and that all that water landed in as a rainfall in Pakistan, due to which Pakistan saw heavy flooding. So these are all related to climate only. So we should definitely work on our climate and make it a better place for living, because in the coming years, as the report suggests by many scientists, that the climate change will get worse and worse in the coming years if we don't act accordingly. Next, NPCI. NPCI has directed applications to stop charging platform fee on BBPS. What is BBPS? BBPS is your Bharat Bill payment system. Coming back, for example, let me give you an example. Paytm. Whenever you for the past 1 month or 2 months, when you used to pay fee on Paytm, say for example you are paying your electricity bill, then Paytm used to charge some additional fee, convenience fee of 2 to 3 rupees as per the amount you had. Why they were charging? Because they were making an additional profit as they are providing a service to you. So they started charging an amount for that. But recently, National Payment Corporation of India, that is your NPCI, has directed all these payment apps to stop charging a platform fee for these BBPS payments. That means if you are now paying any bill, if you are paying for anything now, or even if you are doing a recharge on your using your Paytm, no extra fee will be charged. But earlier, a very small amount of convenience fee was charged from you by Paytm. Alright, even if you saw recently, there was a news that UPI will now become chargeable. That means if you have to use the UPI, then you have to pay a certain amount of fee for that particular transaction. But that was also cleared by the government that no amount or no excessive fee will be levied on the transactions made through UPI. Coming back to next question. Next is Hindustan Petrol Corporation Limited. Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited has commenced its first cow dung based compressed biogas plant. Karnataka government signed a memorandum of understanding with Isha Outreach to boost agriculture. Yes, one more thing before moving on. Yesterday I told you about hydrogen. I told you about various types of hydrogen, that is green hydrogen, blue hydrogen, purple hydrogen, red hydrogen. Alright, and I saw a comment that it stated that, sir, all these hydrogens are made for the different type of production. Definitely, I agree. These hydrogens are made from different processes, and that is the reason they have different colors. What I told you yesterday was that these hydrogen have different amount of residue. That means when we are burning the hydrogen, from when, say for example, you developed green hydrogen, then you developed blue hydrogen, and then you developed your say for example blue hydrogen. All right, so green, blue and red hydrogen are there. These three hydrogens were developed using different processes. Definitely I agree on that, but you need to understand that these hydrogen have different type of residue. That means green hydrogen, when we are burning green hydrogen, the amount of residue is clean. That means there is no carbon content in that particular residue. In red carbon, you can see in red hydrogen there will be a certain amount of residue as your carbon that can pollute your environment. Similarly for blue hydrogen also, there will be a certain amount of carbon that is released as a byproduct when you are burning blue hydrogen. I did not talk about the formation of hydrogen. I am talking about if these hydrogens are burned, then what will be the residue. That was the main important telling point. So just for clearance. Next is Defense Minister Rajnath Singh to attend the SCO Defense Ministers meeting. IIT Guwahati has developed a new method to produce sugar substitute xylitol. Then Royal Enfield has partnered with UNESCO to promote cultural heritage of India. All 23 aims to be named after local heroes and monuments. National Conference of Labour Ministers to be held in Andhra Pradesh. Anurag Thakur has launched Azadi Quest, an online educational mobile game. Alright, remember this. Moving on. Next we are talking about a code share pact between IndiGo and Virgin Atlantic. Remember, this will be the seventh code share with Virgin Atlantic of IndiGo. But what is the code share agreement? Basically, code share agreement is a business agreement within the aviation industry where two or more industries or two or more airlines publish and market the same flight under their own airline designator and flight number as a part of the timetable or schedule they had to submit. So remember, it was your Indigo and Virgin Atlantic that signed a new code share agreement. Highly important, remember it as it is. Alright. Then remember, these code flights will be available for booking travel beyond September 27, and IndiGo has signed similar agreement with Turkish Airlines, Qatar Airways, Air France, American Airlines, KLM of Netherlands and Qantas of Australia also. Then initial codeshare destination in India are Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Kolkata, Ahmedabad, Amritsar, Goa, Delhi, Mumbai. Alright, highly important. And additional codeshare destinations will be Kochi, Chandigarh, Jaipur, Pune, Coimbatore, Nagpur, Vadodara. Moving on. Next, we are talking about appointment. S. Krishnan, that is Krishnan Sankara Subramaniam, took charge as the managing director and chief executive officer of a Tuticorin based company, that is Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank Limited. I repeat, Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank. Who has been appointed as the new managing director and chief executive officer of Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank? He is S. Krishnan, or you can say Krishnan Sankara Subramaniam sir has been appointed as the new managing director and chief executive officer of a Tuticorin based bank, that is Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank Limited. He will be appointed for a period of 3 years and his term will start with effect from 4th of September 2022 for 3 years. Reserve Bank of India has approved his letter of its appointment on 18th of August 2022, and Krishnan sir will replace whom he will be replacing KV Ramanna Murthy. I repeat, he will be replacing KV Ramamurthy, whose period will expire on 3rd of September, and from 4th of September for the next 3 years, Krishnan Shankara Subramaniam sir will take charge as the managing director and chief executive officer of Tuticorin based Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank Limited, that is your TMB Bank, and for how many period? For 3 years from 4th of September 2022. In year also this question can be asked that Krishna Shankara Subramaniam sir will become the managing director and chief executive officer of Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank from which year to which year? That means from 2022 till 2025 he will be appointed as the managing director and chief executive officer. If we talk about S. Krishnan sir, remember he started his banking career in 1983 at Indian Bank. Alright. Then if we talk about Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank, remember who is the founder chairman? M.V. Nadar sir, and it was established in 1921, and where is the headquarter? As it is a Tuticorin based bank, it is located in Tuticorin, Tamil Nadu. Next, National Conference of Labour Ministers to be held in Andhra Pradesh. Anurag Thakur launched Azadi Quest online educational mobile game. Remember this. Google has announced a program for 1 lakh developers in India. Bangladesh signed a contract with India for 2 railway projects. UP government to develop Kannauj as perfume tourism destination. Important. Highly important. You need to mark this. That Kannauj will be developed as a perfume tourist destination. Then Haridwar declared the best aspirational district in India as per the Niti Aayog. Another important. We just saw this. Next, which organization recently successfully tested the inflatable aerodynamic deaccelerator to land mission on Mars or Venus? It was your ISRO that has recently successfully tested the inflatable aerodynamic deaccelerator to land mission on Mars and Venus. And I'm pretty sure that you might have confused it with SpaceX. So remember, it is our beloved Indian Space Research Organization that has successfully tested the inflatable aerodynamic deaccelerator to land mission on Mars or Venus. That means whenever we are landing, then we can easily control the velocity or acceleration by which the rocket will be coming down. As you can see in the picture, ISRO successfully test inflatable aerodynamic deaccelerator to land mission on Mars or Venus. Highly important. It was your ISRO that has conducted test of an inflatable aerodynamic deaccelerator that will be used for landing payloads on Mars and Venus in future. It was a test flown in the Rohini sounding rocket from Thumba Equatorial Rocket Launching Station, that is in Trivandrum, Kerala. Highly important, friends. Alright. Next is your China. China has recently launched new remote sensing satellite Yaogan 3302. If we talk about China, remember China is under the zero COVID policy. That means all the cities there, all the provinces are there under lockdown. Then apart from this, remember China is facing heavy drought also, due to which they have also seen the energy crisis, because their energy, one of the high source of or the most important source of energy in China was hydro dams or hydro power. Because of that they used to generate electricity, but now the rivers, their lakes has dried up, due to which their dams are not working properly, so hydroelectricity is being not generated, due to which even many in offices China stated that the temperature for their AC should not exceed 26 degrees Celsius. They should not use accelerator in the building. They should not use lift. Instead, they need to walk up and down whenever required. Alright, also they need to switch off the excess lights in the offices and just work in the dark on the computer, and no extra light will be provided. These were some strict guidelines that were given by the Chinese government. So coming back to the news, that is China launched new remote sensing satellite Yaogan 3302. Apart from this, they have also launched their own international space station, that is Tiangong space station, and Ventian modules were recently launched into the orbit for the space station itself. Alright, these satellites were launched by a Long March 4C carrier rocket that has entered the planned orbit successfully. These satellites will be used for scientific experiments, land resource surveys, crop yield estimation, and disaster prevention and relief. As we know, as I just told you, because China is going through a heavy drought, due to which their energy resources are also being exploited, and due to which they are taking strict measures so that they can control the energy crisis going in China. Next, Indian Grandmaster, that means Grandmaster, this is related to chess. Arvind Chitambram wins the Dubai Open Chess Tournament. Important. Who won the Dubai Open Chess Tournament? It was won by Arvind Chitambram, who is an Indian Grandmaster. He won the 22nd edition of the Dubai Open Chess Tournament. Highly important. Alright. Next, if we talk about Arvind Chitambram, remember he won the Indian Chess Championship twice in 2018 and in 2019. And Indian Grandmaster Arvind Chitambram, he is just 22 years of age, has won the 22nd edition of Dubai Open Chess Tournament. Highly important. If asked, tell me, if asked, he is from Tamil Nadu. Alright, moving on. Sports Ministry organized the Meet the Champion initiative. India and Tanzania decided to set up a task force for defense cooperation. Uttarakhand's Chief Minister launched CM Udyam Khiladi Unyan Yojana. It was launched by Uttarakhand's Chief Minister. Alright, and it was to promote sports in that area, and also they appointed Rishabh Pant as the sports brand ambassador so that they can encourage the youth to take part in sports. Andhra Pradesh signed a memorandum of understanding with Parley for the oceans to save seas from pollution. IIT Madras preferred Inspire Institute of Sports to develop boxing analytics software. Important. Alright, next. Who won the Dutch Grand Prix? So it was your Max Verstappen who has won the Dutch Grand Prix. Highly important. Not just this, friend. Apart from this, if I ask you who won the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix, who win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, all these were won by Max Verstappen, and now you can see it is your Dutch Grand Prix that has been won by whom? Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen drives for which company? He drives for Red Bull. He drives for Red Bull. Alright. Next, he's just remember 24 years of age and he drives for Red Bull and he is a Belgian Dutch. Next important news is that the 36th edition of the National Games will be held in which state? So remember, the 36th edition of the National Games will be held in Gujarat, and in Gujarat too it will be held in Ahmedabad. So our Union Home Minister Amit Shah has launched the mascot and anthem for the 36th edition of the National Games that will be held in Gujarat, Ahmedabad. What is the name of the mascot? It is Swaj. Swaj is the name of the mascot, that means Lion's Cub in Gujarati, and it is the mascot of the 36th National Games that will be held in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Further, if we talk about it, what will be the theme of these 36 National Games? Celebrating unity through sports. This is the theme. The 35th National Games were held in Kerala in 2015, and now in the year 2022, from 12th October, from 29th September to 12th of October, these 36th edition of the National Games will be held in the 6 cities. They are Gujarat. In Gujarat, they are Ahmedabad, Gandhinagar, Surat, Vadodara, Rajkot and Bhavnagar. Highly important. Also remember, New Delhi will additionally host the track cycling event also. So what are the things you need to remember here? That we are talking about the 36th edition of the National Games. They will be held in Gujarat, Ahmedabad. The mascot here is Swaj, and Swaj means Lions Cub in Gujarati. Then the theme of the 36th National Games, it is celebrating unity through sports, and the 35th edition of the National Games were held in Kerala in 2015, and in 2022 we are observing the 36th edition of the National Games. Next, India ranked 3rd at the International Astronomy Olympiad. South Korea breaks its own record for the world's lowest fertility rate. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar attended the 8th edition of India-Brazil Joint Commission meeting. South Korea signed a $2.5 billion deal with Russian nuclear company. Mac Rutherford became the youngest person to fly solo around the world. Important. Alright, and this is also important. Gautam Adani became the 3rd richest person in the world. Also, he became the first Asian to be appointed in the top 3 list in the world. Highly important, friends. Next, former Bangladesh captain Mushfir Rahim has retired from T20 international cricket. Remember, Musafir Rahim, he is from which team? He is from which country? He is from Bangladesh, and he has taken retirement from T20 international, but he will continue to play for Test as well as One Day international. Next, Cyrus Mistry, important recently. Yesterday, Cyrus Mistry, who was the ex-chairman of Tata Sons, has recently passed away. He was 54 years of age and he passed away due to an accident in the Maharashtra state. Alright, highly important, friends. Remember, he was the ex-chairperson of the Tata who recently passed over, or who died due to an accident over the Surya River in Palgad in Maharashtra. Cyrus Mistry, he was an Indian-born Irish businessman. He was born on 4th of July 1968 in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and he became the 6th and the youngest chairman of Tata Sons in 2022, succeeding Ratan Tata. Moving on, next we are talking about International Day of Charity. As you can see in the picture, Mother Teresa. So remember, International Day of Charity is observed on 5th of September, as there is Mother Teresa because she was a very famous person. And why we observe it on 5th of September? Because the date 5th September was chosen to commemorate the anniversary of the passing away of 1979 Nobel Prize winner Mother Teresa, also known as Saint Teresa of Calcutta. So in order to remember her, to commemorate her anniversary of the passing away in 1971 of 1979 Nobel Prize winner Mother Teresa, we observe the International Day of Charity. That means on 5th of September, Mother Teresa passed away. So to remember her, this day is observed as International Day of Charity. She was awarded with Nobel Peace Prize in the year 1979. Next is National Teachers Day, and thank you for again all the wishes that all the students gave us. It was very mesmerizing and it was very motivating, that will help us to make better content for you in the future also, friends. So thank you for that. National Teachers Day. We observe National Teachers Day on 5th of September. Highly important. In whose memory do we observe? Teachers Day. So remember Dr. S. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, Dr. S. Radhakrishnan or Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. In his memory, who was the first Vice President of India and the second President of India. In his memory, we observe the National Teachers Day. I repeat, S. Radhakrishnan or Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. He was the first Vice President of India and he was the second President of independent India. He was born in 1888 in Madras Presidency, that is now Tamil Nadu. He became the first Vice President, second President, and in his memory we observe 5th September as the National Teachers Day. Also remember the first edition of the National Teachers Day was observed in 1962. That is on 5th September 1962. That was the 77th birth anniversary of, or it was the 77th birthday of Dr. S. Radhakrishnan. Highly important. So that's all for the day, friends. Now let's quickly revise all the current affairs. Niti Aayog released the 4th progress report on Poshan Abhiyan, in which Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh and Gujarat was in the lead. Government of Tripura designed the first bio villages in India. Niti Aayog declared Haridwar as the best aspirational district in India. Important. L&T will build India's first 3D post office in Bangalore, Karnataka. 75 tribal districts for focused TB interventions identified by the center. India likely to become the world's 6th largest insurance market by 2032 and premiums will grow at 14%. Paris Agreement. India's climate pledges rank 4th in terms of ambition and 5th in terms of compliance. And here European Union was on the first position and USA was on the last position. Next, Paris here done. RBI issues new guidelines on digital lending to protect borrowers, partially dissolves 7 years papers on PDs. Then NCPI has directed apps to stop charging platform fees on the BBPS as Paytm was charging some convenience fee. So now National Payment Corporation of India has directed them to not charge any platform fee. Then code share pact signed between IndiGo and Virgin Atlantic. TMP appoints S. Krishnan as the new managing director and CEO of in Tuticorin, Tamil Nadu branch. ISRO successfully tested the inflatable aerodynamic deaccelerator to land missions on Mars or Venus. China has launched new remote sensing satellite Yaogan 3302. Grandmaster Arvind Chidambaram has won the 22nd edition of Dubai Open Chess Tournament. Next, F1 champion Max Verstappen extended his lead by winning the Dutch Grand Prix. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has launched the mascot and anthem for the 36th National Games that will be held in Gujarat, Ahmedabad. Former Bangladesh captain Musfir Rahim has retired from the T20 international cricket. Cyrus Mistry, who was the ex-chairman of Tata Sons, has recently passed away. International Day of Charity observed on 5th of September, and on 5th of September only National Teachers Day is observed, and International Day of Charity was observed in the memory of whom? Mother Teresa, and National Teachers Day is observed in the memory of Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, who was the first Vice President and the second President of India. So that's all for the day, friends. Now it's time for your homework. Let's move to the homework questions. First, as per the latest figures from the IMF, which country is the 5th largest economy in the world? Important. And tell me which is the 6th largest economy also in the world. Second, India's first ever night sky sanctuary is set to come up in which state or union territory? Another important question. Next, NGT, that is your National Green Tribunal, slashed 3,500 crore rupees fine on which state government for violating the waste management rules, which is the venue of the 30th Southern Zonal Council meeting held recently. Who has been nominated as Executive Chairman of National Legal Service Authority? So these are your 5 homework questions, friends. I hope you will do your best and do research the question if you are not aware of any question, and no cheating. So that's all for the day, friends. If you find the content appropriate and you have gained some knowledge, then do comment below and let us know what are your views on such type of sessions. And these comments will be motivating to us. So do comment and let us know what are your views. So that's all for the day, friends. Thank you and have a nice day. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.